Welcome to Meaningful Mornings and a joyous Holi to all. We're celebrating today, we're celebrating tomorrow. In Sanatana Dharma, our utsavas tend to relate to the moon. That's why it spreads over 2 days. As the moon comes, as the moon goes. Today, the aspect of Holi that is celebrated is known as Holika Dahana. Dahana means to burn. Holika, this is a name of someone who was lost in self-doubt. Lost in self-doubt. And as I explain that, now all of a sudden, we feel maybe I'm Holika too. Holika never thought that she could live in a noble way, feel like she's a noble person. She had this doubt, and this made her feel bad. I think the majority of humans know what is right, and even though they may engage in that which is wrong, they don't do so cheerfully. They feel bad that they're engaging in that which is wrong. So she felt it's impossible to live and feel in a noble way. She continued to follow that which is wrong. However, her intention and implementation, since her intention was to try to be better, even though her implementation was not, the Creator manifested a circumstance whereby she was holding on to the one who's most noble. That is Prahlada. We call him Bhakta Prahlada, Rishi Prahlada. He is the one who rejoices and causes all to rejoice. She held on to him. And when outward burning happened, for her, it was the outward burning of that which is wrong. And when that outward wrongness was gone, what remained is that rightness inside of her that related to her intention. I hope I didn't use too many confusing words. My aspiration here is for us not to make Holika Dahana external. That's how she lived. And I find that's what happens in our gatherings. There's a fire, there's a burning, there's a dancing. But then this becomes an event and not a movement. How does this relate to me? When we hold on to the noble, we also become noble. This is what we're doing in Meaningful Mornings. We're holding on to the noblest in the form of Sri Krishna, God, Gita, Guru. And I know this is working. I know this in me, I know this in you. In day 1001 of the Bhagavad Gita, for all of us, I'm reading to you what Dakshesh is, a young seeker from Maryland. He had written to all of us in the chat about what Meaningful Mornings has done for him, done to him. Meaningful Mornings allowed me and my friends to reflect on self-development on a daily basis together. How awesome is it that he and his friends, who I've known since they were in high school, now they're all working, that they all experience Meaningful Mornings live or recorded. Some are in Chicago, some are in Seattle, and this becomes their discussion subject. For all of us who are older, when we were 20, 25, 30, what were we talking about? Applying for jobs, getting promotions, matrimonial proposals. So this holding on is really powerful. I'll share more about Holi tomorrow. Bhagavad Gita. Gita in English can be defined as path. Bhagavad in English, divinity. Bhagavad Gita is the path to divinity. Just like the Ramayana, it is the path to joy. For anyone who's following this path, you will find that this path transforms you into becoming your purpose. When one goes hiking, it's a path. You get on the path, you get off the path. This path is unique. Once you start to follow, this becomes your purpose. And purpose pulls performance. You become more balanced, more focused, more reflective. All of this is training for contemplation. It is in chapter 2, near the end of chapter 2, where Sri Krishna shares those who don't know how to contemplate, they cannot be content. Cannot. In the same chapter, in the same range of verses, Sri Krishna shares, Atmana Atmani Tushta. For the one who's trained to become balanced, focused, reflective, they've trained to contemplate, and what has happened to them is they're one with their content, and so they are content. In Bhagavad Gita, scholars have shared that this is divided in 3 sections. Each section is 6 chapters. The most obvious division is on Tvam Tat Asi. Prince Arjuna, Sri Krishna, are oneness. Another division of these sections, Karma, Bhakti, Jnana. Right actions, right attitudes, right spirit, or right Atma. Another way that I've been thinking about, especially as we get into chapter 18, maybe the first section teaches us how to get out of Tama, laziness. The second section teaches us how to get out of Raja, or aggressiveness. And now this third section is going to teach us how to get out of Sattva, or quietness. Even quietness is still conditional. Beyond quietness is silence. Bhagavad Gita, the sections, chapter 18 is on silence, from quietness to silence. In verse 4, Sri Krishna is praising Prince Arjuna. You are the strongest. You are the best. What he's encouraging in Prince Arjuna is you are the strongest and best when it comes to strongest IQ, best EQ. Enough of that. Now SQ. A spiritual quotient should lead to the spirit. That is moksha. One will know that they're shifting from IQ to EQ to SQ if they become more large-hearted and long-term. The word infinity in Sanskrit is Brahman, Brahman means bigness. What is bigness in terms of space? We think of this externally, but internally, one becomes more large-hearted. You'll ask, how do you know you're becoming more large-hearted? You get less annoyed. And long-term. You will ask, how do you know you're becoming more long-term? You care less for the changing. Care less for the changing. Shri Krishna is re-emphasizing our whole life, whether we're a seeker or a savior, our guardrails are to be tapa, yajna, dana. We're on verse 5. Yajna, dana, tapa, karma, na tyajam karyameva tat, yajno danam tapaschaiva, pavanani manishinam. Joy. There is no new philosophical content. Shri Krishna is trying to create vasanas in us. A print that when you wake up in the morning, you should be touching tapa, yajna, dana. You should be following tapa, yajna, dana. You should be living yajna, tapa, dana, or tapa, yajna, dana. This is the context of SQ. This morning, our dear Putra Shris, who are like Karna and Yudhishthira, we're talking about how they don't know anything. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. So Shuka says, I do know some things. 2 plus 2 is 4. 5 plus 5 is 7. I mean 8. No, it's 7. It's 7. And that's how we treat this subjective science. We externalize it. Look at how much I know. It is about how much you are living. I've shared what tapa, yajna, dana means technically. The words are austerity, sacrifice, charity. I've shared what these words mean in a practical way. To conserve, to channel, to create. I've also shared what these words mean emotionally. I'm reminding you. Tapa is to redirect. You stop being an extrovert. Yajna is to rejuvenate. You're not just working hard, you're working smart. And dana is to release. You let go of what you're depending on externally, specifically results. Phala. Natyajam, this should never be dropped. We should never let go of these. Karyameva, this is our responsibility. This is our plan. Yesterday I'd shared how a seeker was describing that some of our communities, our Chinmay mission centers, our local mandirs, live in the abstract, live in theory. As I analyze our community, I feel that our push for application, for relativity is healthy. We have adventures, we have tactile narratives, we have challenges, we have efforts. We are trying to follow what Shri Krishna is sharing, karyam. This is our lifestyle. Third quarter, same words, yajna, dana, tapa. For anyone who's reflecting on these, We have a technical presentation, a practical presentation, an emotional presentation. If you're reflecting on this, you will relate to this. You will relate to this. So what does this mean to you? These are three of the most popular, powerful words in the Bhagavad Gita. What are you doing with these words, these teachings, this advice? Bhavanani, these are purifiers. Manishinam, they're purifiers for those who are already pure or those who are moving towards purity. This is the responsibility of those who are saviors as well as those who are seekers. My final reflection. It's Sunday, so I teach Sabodha Vedanta, how to make self-development clear. And I've explained the prayer, Om Sahana Vavatu. In this prayer, there's a series of affirmations. May we be safe. May we enjoy. May we exert. May we shine. May we shine means may we apply. If we apply, we will exert more, we will enjoy more, we will feel more secure. But those who don't apply, they lack working hard and smart. They lack enjoyment, and so they feel insecure. Bhavanani means purity. In a practical sense, it means security. Those who want to be secure live by, redirect, rejuvenate, release. Don't be confused about why you woke up today. Don't be confused about the purpose of your day in life. It's so obvious. From inspiration to application. Your application yesterday was to rate yourself in terms of your practicing and lifestyle towards oneness. Do you dare share your score? How are you doing in terms of not living in the theory, but living in the application? I have found, and I'm reading your scores 55, 60, 50, those who have nishchaya or determination, they live less in their mind. I'd started off sharing that Holika is an icon of self-doubt. Those who are following through, they live less in their mind, in the mind games they play with themselves. Your application for this morning is, you have to come up with 3 words for Tapa Yajna Dana. You have to come up with your own personal words. Try to use alliteration, that way you remember it. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti hi, be joy.